I have played a bit into this game, so I know kind of what to expect, but it's going to talk about why do I think this game is such a good game? Just the entire mechanic, and I know this is sort of a remix of a Gmod mod. But the reason why I like this so much is that you don't know where anything is. You have to use this scanner to figure out where you are. I don't know what this is based off of, but I like this mechanic because it's like it limits you. It limits your vision. I mean, usually in a Roblox horror game, you kind of know what to expect. It's kind of just black and white. Or at least with the more recent ones, because most of them are like copies of... I don't know what the original one is, so I'm just going to say the Mimic. Like, a lot of them just seem to be rip-offs of the Mimic, but this one is good because of its mechanics. There is a button thing over here. Almost forgot to do. It's interesting how this works. It's just because it limits you a lot. But it also is kind of entertaining because you're aware that it's there, just that it's kind of that fear of the unknown. I'll probably search up later and put what the actual name of it is on the screen, but it's just it's so interesting on like how it functions. Like the music, I don't like going down. The like mechanics, the just everything about it is really good. And when I first like came in and knew that this was like a horror game or whatever, it like I was sort of expecting like there to be some flaws, because like you have to scan, which means that you will have to pause when the horror is getting there, and if you do pause, then you're going to then like it's going to be a bit too easy because you can just spam pause. But when I actually met the monster, it was it like it showed me how good it was that this mechanic, like how good this mechanic works. Because I'm aware of the monster, and yet I still cannot see it. It's that internal fear. You know that it's there, but you don't know what it is. think I really just enjoy this. But I forgot about that. And like you need to like constantly scan so you know where you are. But that's the beauty of it, is that you don't know where you are or where you're going. And that's what makes it so unbelievably interesting. It's like it's mainly the acute awareness of what's happening. That like one of your most vital things is very limited. So you have to use other tactics to just sort of make up for that. It's an awareness that you're not alone in this and that you cannot see and whatever. I know I'm repeating that a lot, but that's just what's so amazing about it. That's why if you want to like get a game, second. Oh, forgot about that. The best part about Roblox is that like if you want a horror game, it's probably the place you should go. Like if you want a horror game to go into a specific kind of phobia, you can handle those like topics very seriously, but in a way that's not like embarrassing or silly. going to, like, metaphorically kill me if I, like, cannot find whatever word it is that I'm thinking of. I should not have survived. Yeah, and that's actually most funniest thing is that, like, mechanics of how it works make it just a bit better. Because, like, all of a sudden it just stops chasing you, and I think that that's the best part about it, is that, like, sort of feeds on this fear of, like, you know, it's there, you're aware of its presence and whatever, but no matter what, you're still, as much as you might, you're still, like, you're at a disadvantage. It seems to be able to see you, and yet you cannot see it. One critique is that there's no clear way to go, so often you're just sort of left guessing. But I guess that might also be what's good about it, is that, like, you don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're supposed to go. The world was obvious and clear to you before before, like, the moment with in the graveyard. Once that moment in the graveyard happens, you're left completely. You're left, like, completely disoriented. Every movement, every moment confuses you. You lose track of where you are very quickly. You're going to, like, make some stupid decisions and try to, like, make sense of a senseless situation. And yet the most funniest thing is that these small moments is how you learn. Is how you adapt to the situation in front of you. I bet that you could tell when I got to the point where I had no idea where I was. Where this thing was taboo to me. It was still not taboo. It was still weird or unspoken to me. Isn't that the most funniest part? How, like, you get rid of so many other things. Like, although my vision is very hindered, the slight vision that I have is guiding me all the way, because I remember certain aspects. Yeah, although I'm completely blind, I still can make sense of my surroundings. Isn't it interesting how, like, interesting horror can be? You're just abusing the small parts of the brain, like, parts of the brain that know in certain situations there's danger. Maybe I should just make like a series talking about why insert Roblox horror game is so good because they did insert like something correctly. How they took a concept that in concept sounded bad, but when you actually put it into practice, you figure out what made it so good. Huh, interesting. What's this? I'm gonna do blue.